What did you do when your son said his stepdad was his real father? I need $5,000 for spring break, and if you can't even do that for me, then maybe we should just stop pretending you're actually my father. Tyler, my 18-year-old son, stood in my apartment doorway with his hand out like I was an ATM. $5,000? Tyler, I don't have that much. I've been putting $500 every single month into your college fund. I literally eat ramen 3 nights a week so you can go to college debt-free. He rolled his eyes. Yeah, right. My stepdad Brandon says you're just making excuses. I pulled out my phone to show him the account balance, but he waved it away. I don't care about some made-up account. Brandon's my real father anyway. He actually provides for our family instead of living in this pathetic apartment. I felt my face get hot. Real father? Made-up account? I haven't taken a vacation in 8 years. I drive a 15-year-old car while every penny goes to your future. Tyler laughed. Sure, Dad. That's why you can't even give me money for spring break. Brandon doesn't make excuses. He makes things happen. He's handling my college anyway. He has connections at state. I don't need you anymore. He looked around my apartment with disgust. Maybe if you were more like Brandon, Mom wouldn't have left you. I stood there in complete shock, trying to process that my son, who I'd sacrificed everything for, just told me that another man was his real father. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just looked at him and said, if that's how you feel, Tyler, then okay. He seemed surprised I didn't fight back, maybe even disappointed that he didn't get more of a reaction. Brandon sounds like he's got everything covered. I'm sure he's got your college handled too, since he's the one who actually provides. Tyler rolled his eyes and said, obviously. That's literally what I've been saying. He makes real money, not whatever you do that keeps you in that dump. I asked him one more time, very clearly. So you're telling me Brandon is your father now and he's taking care of everything you need? Tyler smirked and said, finally, you're getting it. Brandon's handling my future. You can barely handle your present. I told him I heard him loud and clear, and that I'd respect his wishes about Brandon being his provider now. That night, I logged into the college fund account I'd been managing for 18 years. The balance showed $127,000. The account was in my name as custodian, with Tyler as beneficiary, but since he turned 18, he'd need my signature to access it. I remembered his exact words, and then started the withdrawal process, moving every penny to my own savings account. It took 3 business days to clear. During those 3 days, Tyler texted me some TikToks like nothing happened, completely oblivious to what was coming. He even sent one about broke dads versus stepdads who step up. I guess he thought it was funny. I also called the University Financial Aid Office and confirmed what I suspected. My ex-wife and Brandon hadn't submitted any financial information for Tyler's FAFSA because they assumed my contribution would cover everything. They'd never saved a dime, counting on my money while Brandon spent his commission checks on boats and lake houses. I knew my ex-wife's situation from the divorce. She worked part-time at a dental office, and Brandon's real estate income was heavily dependent on sales that had been slow lately, according to her Instagram complaints. 3 weeks later, my phone suddenly started exploding with calls from my ex-wife. When I finally answered, she was screaming, "What did you do with Tyler's college fund? The account is empty. He needs to submit his enrollment deposit by tomorrow." I calmly explained that since Brandon was Tyler's real father and provider now, I assumed they had college covered. She went silent, then started sputtering about how we had an agreement, how that money was for Tyler. Tyler made it very clear that Brandon handles everything that matters now, I said. I'm just respecting his wishes. Tyler got on the phone, his voice cracking. Dad, I didn't mean that. I was just angry. You can't just take my college money. I reminded him those were his words, not mine. Brandon's his real father who provides everything. The panic in his voice was palpable, but Brandon doesn't have enough. He thought you had it covered. I just hung up before he could finish. I didn't have time to deal with the hypocrisy.